I believe in winning the battle against yourself.
While you are trying to become successful, you need to make sure that you are putting in 100% effort 100% of the time. You need to make sure that you aren't ever slacking, because the moment you do is the moment somebody else catches up and they take that spot you had. So you should wake up every single morning and figure out a way to improve upon yourself so that you are better the next day than you were the day before. It's all about improvement, and that's what you want to do as frequently as possible, as often as possible, and on a daily basis as you can. Because if you improve upon yourself each and every day, those little improvements will add up to leaps and bounds of gain and personal growth after time goes on. It's going to be a chunk of time until you realize that, but once you do, you'll realize you want to keep doing it, because growing a little bit each and every day down the line will be incredibly helpful for you, because it's just a little bit here and there, and those improvements will change your life for the better. If you say you need to work on time management and do it a little bit a day, and eventually you become incredibly good at time management, everything will be so much easier because you improved upon a skill every single day whenever you had the opportunity to, just for a little bit.
Everything I didn't want to do is what got me to where I'm at today. A lot of you are trying to find inspiration and motivation with a depressed mindset. You're depressed because you're not doing shit with yourself. You don't find inspiration by not living in the grip of life. You need to live in the grip of life to find inspiration. Put challenges in front of yourself. When you put a challenge in front of yourself and you attack it, that's when you find inspiration. Try to be 10% better than you were last week. So if you're running 30 miles a week, run 33. If you're swimming 500 meters, swim 550. If some of you aren't doing shit, you're 10%. The more you walk away from accountability, the weaker you become. Find yourself in the grip of life. You can't find yourself by doing nothing. I get a lot of questions about how I lost so much weight. People want to know how they can get started. So basically, you're thinking too much off the bat. I didn't look for a trainer. I didn't do all that thinking. I didn't go on Jenny Craig. I didn't do all that shit. What I did was I basically stopped eating so much food. I cut my calories down. So as far as the workout goes, we overthink that also. Until you find a trainer, put some shoes on, start running. Go to the gym, do the elliptical trainer. It's not rocket science. A lot of folks talk about overtraining. You gotta train first before you can overtrain. There's some insight, but it's an overall message to people that we're all, a lot of us are going through a hard time in life. Some people have been bullied, some people are just stressed out, some people are insecure, some people are fat and overweight, and the world puts a lot of this shit in your mind. It's not just you, you help it. My whole thing is about, I had to develop a mindset that was indestructible. I had to armor plate my mind. It's about what you're saying to yourself, but it also comes with work. So whenever I was getting beat down, physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever I was going through, just saying, I would put, you can't hurt me. Can't hurt me just became a message. I would say to myself, that's just kind of where it comes from. I believe that most human beings are only living at about 40% of their capability. The mind has a governor, like a car. If you're driving a car and the car has a governor on it, the car may say 130 miles an hour, but the governor's set for 91. We have a factory, a nice governor in our brain, and it's a survival mechanism. It protects us from pain and suffering. I was looking for strength my entire life. I was a really weak kid. My dad beat the living shit out of me and I was strong as a young kid, but me protecting my mom for so many years in that house, my dad made me very afraid. So in that, every man wants courage. Every man wants strength. At least this one does. So I found it in every way possible. And when I see a strong guy, I was like, okay, maybe he can teach me. It comes from a disgusting place of not being fulfilled in your life, afraid of dying, having never accomplished anything. That's a fear that some people run away from, that people don't want to face. When you have a real fear of dying and being just another person, that I live to pay the bills. I made $1,000 a month. This is my life. I spray for cockroaches, man. If that makes you feel good, that's great. It didn't make me feel good. I wanted to, the first time in my life, after 26 years, it was 24, 25, wherever I was, I wanted to feel good about myself. So today, I decided to try to PR my long run. So the first half of the run, I'm feeling great. My mind is clear, nothing going on. Think about nothing but just my running pace, what I'm doing, my breathing, everything like that. Get to mile 15, I turn around, and the demons start to creep in. That inevitable wall's creeping up on me. When you push so hard, something's about to give. And I started to give. My mind started to break down. I started feeling my legs starting to hurt. I started feeling dehydrated. Started feeling sorry for myself. Started looking around. Why don't you go ahead and just stop? Call your girl, have her pick you up. And that's when I feel like a little bitch. And this is when your mind has to change. Your dehydration, if you got shin splints and stress fractures, no you don't. Get out of your head and stay hard.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.